Okay, we can hear radio 4 maybe in the background on my other radio, but this 1932 radio is kind of working a bit. I'll try to put my phone up to the speaker and see if we can hear radio 4. The problem is it keeps cracking into oscillation, which I don't know, we need to investigate, but at least we've now got another radio for our challenge. And if we look at the dial, we can see it's radio 4 because it's on about 1500 meters. I'm trying to turn the volume up a bit, but it will crack into oscillation. So watch your ears if you've got headphones on. A bit louder. And it just oscillates. I've not really changed any components in this. We have got a new set of valves, well, a new old set. So we've got the valves down there. That's the main RF valve, and then we've got further on the amplification, that's the audio output valve. So that's obviously working well because when it cracks into oscillation we get lots of noise. But I have got another one of those coming, so maybe there's a chance that it'll get improved with a new valve in there. There's also a gram input which we could have a go at touching with a screwdriver. I can't remember exactly where it is, and I don't know. And I'm trying to find my insulated screwdriver. Here we go. So let's see. One of these terminals. There you go. Is it that terminal? Maybe not. They might be aerials. No, can't get anything on gram. Or I don't know, maybe that's gram. We could try and inject a signal in there and see if we get anything. So I'm still getting radio 4. No, it's still coming through. So on the power supply here, well, got it on the isolation transformer just to reduce the voltage to about 240 volts for the high voltage supply. Look inside, we've got some valve glowage in there. Somewhere in there there's probably some regulator tubes. I made a mistake of having something on top of this, and it got really hot the other day. So yeah, we're running about just over 100 volts here. If we look, we're not really consuming much of a current, which is good. We're going for a resistor to give us our, well, it's meant to have 120 volts on one HT connection and 95 on the other. So we're running about 92 on the other. We've got some batteries connected down there for the grid biases. I think there's 1.5 volts for one of them and 3 volts for the other. That's negative 1.5, negative 3. And then we've got obviously 2 volts from the power supply over there, and we've got about 0.8 of amp. So that's powering the heaters in the valves, plus the dial lamp down here. This magic switch is a hack. I'm not 100% sure what it does, but we definitely need it switched in this way. I think it's enabled. If we unswitch it, we'll probably get a load of oscillation again. Let's try that. No, are we still getting radio 4? That's quiet now. So we switch it back in, we get radio 4. This is the case for the Beethoven radio. Cleaned up the bakelite panel here. Wood's had a bit of a clean. It's not very shiny, but it's had some hard feed and wax. It's kind of brought it up a bit, but I don't think there's much of a finish on it. I'm not going to try and do anything like varnish it or anything, because I don't know. I haven't really got the space here. We've got a new grill cloth in here, so we've got a gold grill cloth. It had a really tatty grill cloth. I don't think it was the original. So that's that. So we can have a look. It's called a tombstone radio because it looks like a tombstone. It's not a cathedral radio because it doesn't have that sort of cathedral look. Well, conveniently, it's got some handles on here, so you can grab it and pick it up. The other thing I wanted to show you is that it also comes with another piece of wood. This piece of wood here, which is the battery box. It sits inside above the chassis, and the holes up there where all the power supply cables come down. And originally it would have had some big batteries and accumulator battery in there. I don't know whether the radio itself would have had a back to it. I didn't get it with a back, so might have done, might not have. But there's been things going on here in the past. I don't even know if this battery box is original. Just on the update of the frequencies that this can receive, I've now converted my meters into kilohertz and megahertz. So yes, the first set 2150 to 796 meters is the long wave band. So that works out to be about 379 kilohertz and 140 kilohertz. But in the middle you've got 198, obviously, which equates to 1500 meters. It's slightly different to the modern long wave scale, not radically though. Medium wave scale, we can see we're going from 570 to 197 meters. Well, that actually equates to, what have I got down there? I don't know what I've got down there. I think, I don't mean megahertz in there, I think it's 0.526 of a megahertz up to 1.52 megahertz. So yeah, that's similar to what our medium wave is these days. And hopefully I'll get the case reunited with the chassis at some point, and hopefully get the volume a little bit louder without all that oscillation. This radio, the dial says A.S.G. /1 beta. I thought the circuit diagram that I have is for A.S.G.4. It looks similar. Whether this is the same radio or not, I don't know, but it definitely looks like the cabinet. So.
To be British.
Well, here you go.
There are no easy choices here, are there? And John Healey concedes that in his letter. Public finances far from rosy, a Labour manifesto that promised not to raise taxes, public services in need of investment. Finding this sort of money was always going to be really hard, wasn't it? And does there need to be, do you think, a sort of more hard-headed cost-benefit analysis here? There is, of course, a long history of disastrous and hugely expensive defence procurements to bear in mind, isn't there? The Treasury's right to be careful.
Yes, I mean, I think, we saw the strategic defence review being published, a year or so ago. And I think that there was a clear commitment to achieve the vision that represented.
I'll turn this down. What I had wrong was the screen volts and high voltage were ran the wrong way, so we're feeding higher voltage into the screen than the plate. It's not good. But now we're kind of not achieving 110 volts. 110? I mean, that 120 volts on here. We've got a steady 95 there, but I can't turn this up anymore because this will go up. I've also put some capacitors in here, in between the resistor, to try and keep this a little bit more stable. I believe that I need to increase the value of this resistor. Then I can get the high voltage up more, but keeping this down at about 95 volts where it's meant to be, 95, 96 volts. And it seems to be quite sensitive to where it should be. This is quite tricky to actually get working. I don't know whether the volume. See, now we've lost it. So yeah, we've completely lost it again. But I don't know why that is. There's something. Maybe it's one of the valves it's loose. Very sensitive indeed, and I don't know why. You have a go at tweaking this. Oh yeah. So I don't know what that is. It's quite noisy. This we're meant to try and get oscillation for the feedback, but maybe it was just chance in 100 that I actually got this working.
The probe as focus.
It's interesting.
Police in Northern Ireland have warned that water cannon will be used on the streets of Belfast again tonight if the rioting.
I think the mount where all of this assembly and the capacitors are, it's got rubber mounts at the back, and these rubber mounts have gone really, really hard, and it's possible that this is shorting. I don't know. Or there's something else loose within the radio. Anyway, let's see if we can get some more volume out of this.
Our correspondent Dan Johnson is in Glengormley, where the worst of the rioting happened. Dan, tell us what's it like there now?
Yes, this was the community this morning that was
clearing distorted at
the worst of the
top,
last night. This is a small town to the north of Belfast.
This volume, it's perfectly listenable to.
The night before, people say this is a peaceful place that even in the bad old days never saw the worst of the political violence that Northern Ireland has experienced. There were running battles with the police here for many hours last night. The PSNI, Police Service of Northern Ireland,
also we're running on reduced voltage here, so
it up last night. I think there was a determination that they wouldn't see a repeat of the scenes, and yet officers came under repeated attack here.
Long way.
People's garden walls were torn down, fences ripped up, driveways have been
on
pulled up so that the
1932
demonstrators, a few hundred of them gathered here, could throw things at the lines of police.
When it gets back into this case, it's going to look really nice.
across the road, and there is one property here which is now a burned out wreckage. That house apparently was empty. So this is another community that's
I've
been
got to be really
absorbing the
careful with
impact
this
of this
because
political violence today, and
we need
wondering
the
what this
capacitors to
is all
discharge
about.
before
I've
we
been
can touch
speaking
it.
to people here, lots of them afraid to give their names and go on the record publicly because of possible repercussions, but
We can
lots
have
of
a
people are
go
shocked
at
by what
looking
they've
at
witnessed.
tuning into medium wave later. I might do that as a different video though.
Tensions being high and whatnot, but
I have seen the answer. I've been to those. Two boys, no? I don't know. I see it. Bill. It's even longer. Yeah. 60. Go on, have a get. They're not far from us. 60. They're not far from us. What country? Hey, they're Starman. You played with them. Come on. Not far from us. Not far from us. They're not France. Closer. Oh, I don't want to say it because their style man, right, was way ahead of the rest of them. You played with him. Wales.
Oh, Gareth.
Fail, come on.
Just give us heads up or something.
Fail. 58 to 2022. Right, let's head back into the office here at TalkSport headquarters, where everyone is enjoying our World Cup launch party freebie. Our road reporter Angelina Kelly has been chatting to our fans throughout the show, and she joins us now. Ange, how are you? Who are you with?
I am all good. You know what? I've changed legal loopholes they can find. It's commonplace for some bosses to claim they earn a salary.
I'm still trying to troubleshoot this radio.
I know, imagine being the first ever person to do that.
I still think it's something to do with the grommets that are holding the tuning assembly in. So if we move the tuning assembly, if it moves it back, then we don't get anything. We move it back out, we do. But I don't think it's a grounding issue, because if I ground this plate, it doesn't make much difference. We've still got a signal through, so I don't know whether this plate, why they've put grommets in to isolate these pins.
Like mechanics or electricians.
I'm at a loss at the moment.
You know, those things too. Look, I reckon anyone criticising billionaires are just
But
No, I think there are some genuine reasons to criticize.
jealous. You are just jealous.
Who am I jealous of?
Elon Musk.
Oh yeah, really jealous of him. He's doing way better than me. He's been divorced 3 times. I've not been divorced once yet.
Robin, sometimes that's the best thing to happen in a marriage.
it doesn't make sense. But there could be something going on in the back of the tuning gang. And in this box here, we've probably got another capacitor, tuning capacitor, or maybe another coil in there. I don't know what's in there, because, well, you need to take this whole thing out. Just the inner volume is something internal to this this metal box. The main tuning is this knob here, so we can see main tuning gang. So yeah, I don't know yet. I don't bother. Yeah, I probably do. We should still be able to get medium wave. So the interesting thing about the volume control, well, this is more reactance control, because when you get to that point, it actually engages the capacitor on the back. We're going into oscillation again. But it engages that capacitor at the back only after it gets to the maximum for the volume. So there's a capacitor there. I have seen that on other radios. Well, it's all to do with the reactance.
Why shouldn't billionaires exist? I know I couldn't live without Amazon Prime next day delivery. Billionaires have created things that do help us in everyday life.
Initially, when I opened this radio up,
That's right, it's time time for
this
some
wire down here on
I'm about to
this,
bring on
I
stage
think
a
one of
man
these
with a
wires, I
wealth
think
of
it's this
experience on
one,
this topic, no pun intended. It's the
had
journalist
come
who
away from
compiled
its
the Sunday
terminal,
Times rich list. Please welcome
dry
Robert
solder
Fox.
joint, so it wasn't going to work at all.
Robert,
This
thank you so much for
capacitor
joining
up
us.
here doesn't
You
look like
compiled the
it's
Sunday Times rich list.
original.
Are you
This
ever
looks like a
tempted to
60s
just put yourself on it just for a
cap.
laugh?
Not sure what it's for. It might be the tone correction.
Can you explain what
There's
exactly
something
the rich
dodgy
list
that
is and
was
how
going
many
on
riches
here
are
as
on there?
well. I don't know what.
We started in 1989.
And then I replaced one of
year,
these
and it tracks the
capacitors
wealth
down here
of the,
because it was looking dodgy.
250 richest people
Just
in
with
the
a modern
UK, or the
capacitor.
Brits overseas as well.
But you'll see that someone's been in here because this cap here,
to get on it into last
it's
year.
been
So
heat
these are
shrinked,
the very, very
and there's some writing on it to say what capacitance is inside a yellow caps. So it should be okay. I'm not sure why they didn't replace this one though. And all the resistors, as you can see, all got covers on, so you can't read the values of these.
When he inherited his £9 billion family empire, and that's what we used to see in the rich list. It was.
I'm now going to have a quick look at the circuit diagram for the Beethoven radio output speaker here. I think it's missing this tone correction capacitor. I can't see that. So this is the audio output valve PM22A. I don't know what's in there at the moment, but it's definitely not a PM22A. I've got one of those coming. Interesting arrangement. The HT negative for the HT comes through this light bulb. This is light bulbs just used as a fuse. So it comes down here. And this odd switch arrangement is the main switch on the radio that switches between long wave and medium wave. We can see that over here on the antenna coil, and I think this is another coil, might be another coil on the antenna, possibly a coil within the radio, but you can see that they're both shorted when you have medium wave and then opened for long wave, so you've got lots of coil for long wave. And I suspect this bodge switch down here is because one of these switches is broken, or both even. I don't know how it works really. So if we work back from the output output valve, we can see this is our grid bias for that valve, which is -3 volts, coming through these inductors here. So the signal's coming in from previous stage. This is a PM1HL. Same with the stage before that, that's also a PM1HL. In the middle is this really strange, odd arrangement of the volume control. I can't actually follow this and make understanding. I don't know which wires cross and which wires connect. I will try to work out when I look into the circuit and the radio, but in this arrangement I don't think it's right. There's something wrong, but this is the only circuit diagram I can find. So definitely only 2 connections on the volume control, I can see that. And I think this volume control is ganged with this variable capacitor here, which is the reaction capacitor. So when you reach the end, at the top end of the volume control, I think the capacitor then gets engaged. If we follow this back to previous stage, we've got some filtering going on here. And then we've also got, for these 3 valves, there's a well, the 4 valves is the 2 volts for the heaters, but this valve and the main RF valve, which is a PM12M, the grid voltage is -1 volts. Interestingly, this valve derives its grid bias from the 2-volt heater supply. So that's it, but it's not that easy to follow in the radio. Lots of odd bits going on, but this is what it's meant to be, I think. I've not checked any of these resistors or coils. I assume that the coils are all working because the radio is working. These capacitors, I don't know. They may be okay, may not be. May be very leaky. Did check this one, the 0.5 microfarad. Looks like an electrolytic can, a TCC sort of can, a square oblongy can in there. But it measured out as 0.5. Might be leaky, I don't know. Who knows about the resistors as well, because I can't actually read the values on them, so I don't know which one's which really, without following this diagram and trying to work it out from here. I'm just waiting for my videos to come down for this longish video for today. I'm going to leave it there. Obviously I need to work out why moving this plate on the main tuning assembly, why we get intermediate reception. If I can work that out, I'll be happy, because then I can put it back into its case. But at the moment that's not going to happen, but I've got some time to do that. So yet another radio for the my long wave challenge. It's not long to go now. What are we up to? We're the 11th, so yeah, we've not got long, so it's 27th it goes off. So 16 days. I don't know if I got 16 radios though. Well, we'll see. That's all for now. Just to add that I sorted out the 95 volt supply. Obviously I'm feeding it 120 volts from my high voltage supply, and I had I think a 3.3k resistor between this line and this line to trying to get down to 95. It wasn't making much difference at all. It was dropping about 3 volts, so I could never get this to this figure with this at 120 volts. So I've now got a 47k in here, and this comes down. It comes down a little bit low. This is at 120 volts now, but this is probably about 90 something. So it seems to work okay, and I don't have to run the radio at 120 volts, so I can get away with going down sort of to 100 volts, even less.